Did you know that in some places in the United States, entire communities are teetering on the edge of what could be a significant crisis by 2024? Picture this: rampant unemployment rates that rival the Great Depression, schools where textbooks are as outdated as the buildings they're in, and cities where the tap water is barely fit to drink. These aren't scenes from a dystopian movie. They're real-life issues happening right now in parts of our country. But that's not all. Imagine living where your home could lose value overnight, not because of the market, but due to crumbling infrastructure that no one's willing to fix. Or where going to the hospital isn't an option, not because you don't want to, but because the nearest one has closed down. These are places within our own borders where the American dream seems more like a distant memory. Why are these areas so close to reaching a breaking point? Is it due to government neglect, natural disasters, or something more alarming? And more importantly, could you be living in one of these places without even realizing how close you are to a serious crisis? Stick with us as we reveal the top 10 states grappling with these profound challenges. Trust me, you'll want to know if your state is on this list and understand the full story behind these startling realities. So hit that subscribe button and let's dive deep into the places that might just be on the brink of collapse in 2024. Number 10, New Jersey. Starting our countdown, New Jersey finds itself grappling with a myriad of pressing issues that could push it towards a state of serious challenge by 2024. Known for its vibrant cities and bustling industry, the state is now facing a daunting financial predicament that could affect every resident. New Jersey carries the heaviest burden of unfunded debt in the nation, amounting to more than 20% of its total personal income. This immense financial strain threatens the state's ability to maintain essential services and respond effectively to emergencies. Residents are feeling the pinch with some of the highest property and sales taxes in the country. These high costs make daily living increasingly unaffordable, forcing many to reconsider their futures in the state. On top of financial woes, New Jersey's housing market is also under stress. The median home price hovers around $400,000, making homeownership a distant dream for many middle-class families. Adding to the economic strain, the state's infrastructure is in dire need of repair, with roads and bridges deteriorating at an alarming rate. This crumbling infrastructure not only complicates daily commutes, but also raises serious safety concerns. As we continue to explore other states facing similar challenges, New Jersey's situation serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between prosperity and collapse. Number 9, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, while not a state, is a crucial part of the United States that faces extraordinary challenges, particularly in the wake of devastating natural disasters. The territory is still reeling from the catastrophic effects of hurricanes that have battered its infrastructure, leaving a lasting impact on its economy and the daily lives of its residents. The financial scenario is grim, with a staggering debt that once peaked at 68% of its GDP. Efforts to restructure and reduce this debt have been made, but progress is slow and fraught with obstacles. The economic hardships are compounded by high unemployment rates and an exodus of skilled workers seeking better opportunities on the mainland. This brain drain has further weakened the local economy and has strained public services to their limits. Healthcare and education sectors are particularly hard hit, with funding shortages leading to school closures and a healthcare system struggling to meet the basic needs of its population. Puerto Rico's energy grid, damaged by hurricanes, remains vulnerable, affecting nearly every aspect of life on the island. Despite these overwhelming challenges, the spirit of the Puerto Rican people endures, with community-led initiatives and resilience paving the way toward recovery and stability. As we look at other regions facing their own crises, Puerto Rico's ongoing battle against economic and natural adversities highlights the critical need for sustained support and innovative solutions. Number 8, Connecticut. Often seen as a hub of affluence and prosperity, is facing a spectrum of challenges that might surprise many. At the heart of its struggles lies a significant financial burden. The state's per capita debt is alarmingly high, placing a substantial strain on its residents and government services. Coupled with one of the highest costs of living in the country, this financial strain makes everyday expenses increasingly difficult to manage for the average household. Housing in Connecticut is becoming less affordable for many, with median home prices soaring to $318,000. This escalation is pushing more families towards financial discomfort, complicating their efforts to secure stable, affordable housing. Moreover, the state's educational system, although high-performing, is confronting a troubling skills gap. There's a mismatch between the educational outcomes and the needs of the local job market, hindering economic growth and innovation. Infrastructure is another critical concern, with aging roads, bridges, and public transit systems in desperate need of modernization. The harsh New England winters exacerbate these issues, often disrupting daily life and placing additional stress on already strained public services. As Connecticut seeks to navigate these challenges, it's clear that creative solutions and significant investments are needed to pave the way for a more stable and prosperous future. Number 7, Illinois. Illinois finds itself in a precarious position, deeply entrenched in financial turmoil that casts a long shadow over its future. With a debt-to-GDP ratio that ranks highest in the nation, the state is caught in a vicious cycle of fiscal distress. This immense financial burden is most evident in the realm of public services, particularly in education, where a substantial portion of university budgets is now allocated to pension liabilities rather than academic development. The consequences of such financial mismanagement are severe. Rising tuition costs, budget constraints, and declining student enrollment are just the tip of the iceberg. Illinois also battles a significant opioid crisis, with overdose deaths reaching alarming numbers, further straining the state's healthcare resources and social services. Population decline is another critical issue, with over 100,000 residents leaving the state in recent years. This exodus exacerbates the financial woes, diminishing the tax base needed to fund public services and maintain infrastructure. Additionally, Illinois contends with frequent environmental disasters like tornadoes and severe storms, which demand robust emergency responses that the state struggles to fund. These interconnected challenges highlight the urgent need for comprehensive policy reform and strategic planning to stem the tide of decline and create a sustainable future for Illinois. Number 6, West Virginia. Caught in a devastating spiral of economic and health crises, West Virginia is a state that exemplifies the profound challenges facing some regions in the U.S. The opioid epidemic has ravaged this state, draining resources from healthcare, criminal justice, and social services. Families and communities are being torn apart by addiction, with consequences that ripple across the state's social fabric. Adding to the health woes, nearly 40% of West Virginia's population is obese, and 14% suffer from heart disease, ranking it as one of the unhealthiest states in the nation. Limited access to essential healthcare services exacerbates these issues, leading to higher mortality rates and poorer overall health outcomes. Chronic diseases and the lack of medical facilities prevent many residents from maintaining stable employment or achieving a decent quality of life. Economically, the decline of the coal mining industry has left deep scars, with high unemployment and limited new job opportunities plaguing many communities. Over 300,000 residents live in poverty, and with a median household income significantly below the national average, economic recovery is slow. The state also faces frequent natural disasters like flooding, which causes immense property damage and loss of life, further challenging its path to stability. Number 5, Rhode Island. Despite its small size, Rhode Island faces significant challenges that are disproportionate to its geography. The state struggles with severe housing shortages and urban crowding, exacerbating an already critical situation where real estate prices have skyrocketed. The median home sales price has reached a staggering $467,500, making it increasingly difficult for residents to find affordable housing. The employment scenario isn't much brighter, with Rhode Island's unemployment rate lingering above the national average. This economic instability is underscored by the state's delicate financial health, which could only sustain government operations for about a month without new revenue, highlighting deep-rooted fiscal vulnerabilities. Furthermore, Rhode Island's business climate is hindered by high taxes and stringent regulations, which have been consistently rated poorly for business friendliness. This stifling environment pushes entrepreneurs and established businesses to consider relocating, which could further strain the local economy. Infrastructure also remains a critical issue, with roads and bridges aging and in dire need of repair. The state's efforts to address these concerns are ongoing, but the pace and effectiveness of these initiatives remain a subject of debate among residents and experts alike. As we continue to explore the states facing the most severe challenges in 2024, remember to subscribe to our channel for more insightful updates on how different regions are navigating their unique difficulties. Stay informed and join the discussion by subscribing to channel today. Number 4, Louisiana. Louisiana faces a unique set of challenges heavily influenced by environmental and economic factors that threaten its stability and the well-being of its residents. Known for its vibrant culture and rich history, the state is now more frequently cited for its struggles with natural disasters and industrial pollution. The area known as Cancer Alley highlights the severe health risks associated with industrial pollution, contributing to some of the highest cancer rates in the nation. The state's vulnerability to natural disasters, particularly hurricanes, has led to repeated devastation, destroying communities and leaving many homes and businesses in ruins. This recurring damage strains Louisiana's economy, which already suffers from deep-seated inequalities and high poverty rates. Moreover, the housing insurance market in Louisiana is in crisis. Repeated natural disasters have driven many insurance companies out of the state or into bankruptcy, resulting in skyrocketing premiums for residents. The financial strain is palpable, with many families struggling to afford basic insurance coverage, which is crucial in such a high-risk area. Louisiana's challenges are interconnected, with environmental issues exacerbating economic and social disparities. The state's journey towards recovery and stability is fraught with difficulties, highlighting the need for comprehensive solutions that address both the symptoms and root causes of its problems. Number 3, New York. New York, often celebrated as a beacon of culture and opportunity, is now confronting a series of issues that threaten its vibrancy and livability. The state, particularly New York City, is experiencing a significant rise in crime rates, with major crimes increasing by over 20% since 2022. This unsettling trend is impacting the sense of security among residents and stretching law enforcement resources thin. Beyond safety concerns, New York faces economic instability that's putting additional pressure on its citizens. Skyrocketing household debt is making it increasingly difficult for people, especially younger residents, to secure credit or make significant purchases like cars. The financial landscape is further complicated by recent high-profile bank failures, which have shaken confidence in the local banking system. The housing market in New York is among the most expensive in the nation, with a large portion of households spending an unsustainable amount of their income on housing. This financial burden is prompting a significant exodus, with more than 300,000 people leaving the state in 2021 alone to seek more affordable living conditions elsewhere. Adding to these economic and social strains are the natural disaster risks that New York faces, including storms, floods, and potential seismic activities. These challenges require urgent and effective responses to ensure that New York remains a thriving state capable of offering safety, stability, and prosperity to its residents. Number 2, California. California, a state renowned for its stunning landscapes and dynamic economy, is now facing a series of profound challenges that could reshape its future. Located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, California is highly susceptible to natural disasters, including earthquakes that threaten its infrastructure and safety. The state's critical dams, like Whittier Narrows and Lake Isabella, are in a state of disrepair, posing serious risks to millions of residents and the economy. Environmental issues extend beyond earthquakes. California's susceptibility to severe flooding and its ongoing water crisis, exacerbated by prolonged droughts and heat waves, pose significant threats to its agricultural sector and urban water supplies. These natural challenges are compounded by an economic situation marked by instability in the banking sector and a high cost of living that pushes the dream of home ownership out of reach for many. Despite these adversities, California continues to innovate in areas like technology and environmental management, However, the state's ability to manage these natural and economic challenges is crucial for its continued growth and sustainability. As we move closer to the top of our list, California's struggles underscore the complex interplay between natural vulnerability and economic resilience in shaping the future of any region. Number 1. Mississippi. Mississippi stands at a critical juncture, grappling with some of the most severe economic and social challenges in the nation. This state, characterized by its rich cultural heritage, is unfortunately also marked by stark disparities and deep-seated issues that impact the quality of life for its residents. With nearly 1 in 5 Mississippians living in poverty, the state faces profound struggles in lifting its populace out of economic hardship. The healthcare landscape in Mississippi is particularly troubling, with the highest infant mortality rate in the country. Access to medical services is a significant issue, especially as rural hospitals close and healthcare resources become increasingly scarce, leaving many without essential care. This lack of healthcare infrastructure contributes to poor health outcomes across the state. Education in Mississippi also presents critical challenges. The state has one of the lowest rates of educational attainment in the U.S., which perpetuates a cycle of socioeconomic disadvantage. Quality educational opportunities are limited, affecting the state's ability to improve its workforce readiness and economic prospects. Furthermore, Mississippi is frequently affected by natural disasters, such as hurricanes and floods, which exacerbate existing infrastructure and economic challenges. As the state with perhaps the most urgent needs on our list, Mississippi's path forward requires significant and sustained intervention to address these systemic issues and to foster a more prosperous future for all its residents. As we wrap up our exploration of the states facing the most significant challenges in 2024, it's clear that while the hurdles are daunting, there are paths forward through community action, policy reform, and resilience. We hope this video has provided valuable insights into the realities these states face and what it means for their residents. If you found this discussion enlightening and want to stay updated on more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us keep bringing these important stories to light. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.